boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to the Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. The 2018 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series preview. I had the preview of the Xfinity Series and the Truck Series already up on the Robert Sports Show. Make sure you check those out. Alright, so we're going to look at the rookies this year. We're going to look at one of the hot topics going on, and then the playoff predictions. Alright, we have 3 rookies going for Revessa's Rookie of the Year. First one is in driving the 47 JTG Doherty Racing, Ryan Preece. Ryan Preece, 2-time Xfinity Series winner. Been driving a limited schedule there. He drove for JD Motorsports a couple of years ago, full season. Finished like 15th in points, if I remember right. He's a Whelen modified champion, talented racer. He's done some great stuff driving for Cowboys Motorsports in the Xfinity Series. Moving on to the Cup Series this year, running for Rookie of the Year. Next up, we have driving the number 8 returning. We have the number 8 Richard Childress Racing Chevrolet Camaro this year. Daniel Hemrick. He drove 2 full seasons in the Truck Series. Finished 7th and 6th. He drove 2 full seasons in the Xfinity Series, finishing 4th and 3rd. He's moving on to the Cup, running for Rookie of the Year. And the third Rookie of the Year candidate, Matt Tifft. He's driving for ARCA Motorsports in the number 36. He had 2 seasons in the Xfinity Series. He finished 6th and 7th in points with no wins. He's actually never won a NASCAR race. He is also running for Rookie of the Year. Quinn Huff is driving the new team Spear Motorsports. They actually had the charter for Ohio last year. And then Tanner Berryhill, he's driving for the 97 team, part-time schedule. The Spear Motorsports, like I said, they had the charter that was the French Row team from last year. They're having Jamie Murray in the number 40 for the Daytona 500. That is their team, and then Huff will take over in the 77 at Atlanta and drive. I think he's supposed to drive the rest of the season. One of the big off-season topics was race winners found in violation of rulebook will automatically be disqualified. The first and second place cars will and one random car will have post-race inspections, 90 minutes to 2 hours. After the race, before the race winner is declared official. If you are found in violation, major violation, you'll be DQ'd, less place points given, stripped of playoff and stage points. NASCAR has only ever stripped one person, one win. There's one NASCAR race in history that has no winner to it. Ask Bobby Allison about that one. I think the car had a too big a motor or something, and he was stripped of the win. And Richard Petty finished 2nd. He was never given a win or anything. I like this rule. I think this rule should have been in place a long time ago. We've had a couple times where, especially during the playoffs and during now, you win a race, you're automatically in playoffs. We've had what they call incumbent victories, and I've said for many races that was BS. That there's only one time that's happened. I think there's been 3 incumbent victories now over the last couple of years. Joe Logano actually missed the playoffs 2 years ago. Last year, Kevin Harvick had an incumbent win, but he already had like 5 wins, so it didn't matter. I like this. I think the first time this happens, it's really going to kind of go in people's faces like, whoa, what just happened? What I would like to see them add to this is if you have, say, 4 wins and you have an incumbent win, you get disqualified, they take your automatic chase spot away from you. So yeah, you have 4 wins, but you're not in the chase yet. You're out of the playoffs. You've got to earn your way back into the playoffs. I'd love to see them add that, but I love this rule. It's up for all 3 major series, Truck, Xfinity, Cup. So I'm all for it. I can't wait to see what happens, see if it actually has one. I know people have been saying on social media, well, let's just wait for NASCAR to determine who's going to win the race. No, it's not. If Jimmy Johnson finishes across the fence line first and gets disqualified, Kyle Busch is second, if it wasn't for this rule, Jimmy Johnson would still win the race. So it's not like NASCAR created a rule. Well, let's see. We need William Byron to win the Daytona 500. So if Martin Truex wins first, Jimmy Johnson is second, we're going to find both those cars and disqualify them, and William Byron's going to win. Well, when William Byron finishes fourth, that's who NASCAR wants to win. It's a good story. So we're going to disqualify the first three cars to get him the victory. That's not going to happen. You may not even see this rule happen in 2018. They just created it. We'll see what happens with it. Alright, we have 16 playoff positions. Who's going to be in the playoffs in 2018? Last year's Final Four was Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., Joe Logano. So, obviously I think they're going to be in there too. So the ones that I think are pretty much almost a lock, which is never a lock, I know, but just, I mean, if you look at the haves and the have-nots in the Cup Series, Brad Keselowski, Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, the three Penske Racing Fords, they're pretty much a lock. They'll be there. The four Toyotas from Joe Gibbs, Martin Truex Jr., Eric Jones, Denny Hamlin, and Kyle Busch. I think you're safe to say they're going to be there. Kevin Harvick, Eric Almirola, Stuart Haas, Chase Elliott, Jimmy Johnson out of Hendrick, Clint Boyer, with Stuart Haas. I'd say both Chip Ganassi cars, Kurt Busch, Kyle Larson will both be there. Austin Dillon, I can see him definitely being there because they ran well last year. That leaves one spot. Even Austin Dillon is not a give me, so I mean you can even take him out and kind of have 14 kind of almost for shores. And then Austin Dillon, Alex Bowman, Paul Menard, William Byron, Daniel Suarez, Matt DiBenedetto. Watch out for that 95 car. The 95 team, Levine Family Racing in 2018, is going to be what Furniture Row was in 2016. When they first got the technical alliance with Joe Gibbs, took them a couple years and they went, poof. I think Levine Family Racing, Matt DiBenedetto, watch that car. That could be a surprise in 2018. But out of all those drivers, I got Austin Dillon making it. I got William Byron being the other one making it. So that's Austin Dillon, Kyle Larson, Kurt Busch, Jimmy Johnson, Chase Elliott, William Byron, Clint Boyer, Eric Almirola, Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Eric Jones, Martin Truex, Joe Logano, Ryan Blaney, and Brad Keselowski are the 16 playoff teams in the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series for 2019. Each and every week of the 2019 season, I will have a preview of that particular race. So coming soon to Robert Sports Show will be the Daytona 500 preview. We'll preview all the Cup races like I did last year, the whole regular season of 36 races, the playoff preview, each race in the playoff, each round as well. The Xfinity Series, I will be doing the Dash for Cash races, the 4 Dash for Cash races, 5 because there's qualifying race for that, and their playoff races. Truck Series, the Truck Series Challenge that Gander's putting up, Gander Outdoors is putting up this year. I'll do the 3 races for that. I'll preview those along with the playoffs as well. Maybe some other top 10 videos from all time, things going on with NASCAR that I may do this year, may wait till the off season. I still have 11 champion profiles to go up. So make sure you check all that out. And if you go on the main page on YouTube, on the playlist, you'll see NASCAR Champions Profile. When I'm all done with the 11, all 76 NASCAR Champion Profiles of all 3 top series in NASCAR history will be there. As always, thanks for watching the Robert Sports Show, and just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports channel content.